Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Sear. I've been thinking about doing this for a while now, and I figured, you know what, let's just get it out of the way. With all the hate being thrown at Blizzard, I think it's time to take a step back and look what Warlords did good. So, here are some of the things that I, as a player, feel they did good on. The updated character models. Now, yeah, some have some issues in the way they look when they do certain things, but overall, they upgraded the character models to make them look more high def in the art style that World of Warcraft is. And they did that without making you feel disconnected from your character that you've had for years now. Granted, whenever the Night Elf male first came out, its running animation was really bad, to the point where I was about ready to race change my Death Knight. But they fixed that. It's just nice seeing these updated models, and they still feel like they're your character. They're more high def. They have more range of motion, it seems like. And that's not just happened to the player characters, it also happened to NPCs and bosses. So that was a nice feature we got from Warlords. The next nice feature was the questing system. I personally do not like questing. However, I gotta give credit where credit is due, and the questing was awesome in Warlords. You did your normal questing, and you were rewarded with a cutscene that wasn't horrible. I remember back in Kata, there was that one cutscene where your character's running away. No. That felt weird to me. Why is my character running away from these dragons? But these cutscenes weren't so much focused around your character anymore. They were focused around the story. Your character could have been in that cutscene, but they just had your character standing in that cutscene as a extra, for lack of a better term, and you saw a story happen. And that was really cool. I hope that they take this questing system moving forward in the Legion. And to go along with the questing was the treasure hunting. It was really cool. As you're questing, you see a shiny object, you pick it up, you get a toy, you get gold, even your gear, and some nice XP. That was a cool little bonus to add to questing. It also rewarded the player for going outside the quest line. Not quest line as in the quest A, quest B, quest C, quest D, from point A to point B. You can still end up to point B for your quest, but if you want the longest route possible to get to point B, you're rewarded with treasures. And to add to the treasure hunting, you had those bonus objective areas when you were leveling. Now these, I feel, were done a lot better than the Apex stuff, but that's for another video. You killed X amount of these guys, killed X amount of those guys, and you got bonus XP and gold. That was another thing that rewarded you. And a lot of times these bonus objectives were either on the path to go for your next quest, or they were just to the right or just to the left of where you were killing mobs for your quest. That was really nice. It felt like you had something else to do besides just doing your quest. The rares that were out in the world and the way they handled them was awesome. Yeah, you can only kill them one time per character, but there were just so many of them. And they gave you garrison resources, they gave you gold, they gave you some gear. may not have been gear that you could use, but it could be money. Or if it was bought when equipped, you can just send to an alt or sell in the auction house. That was another cool feature, and that wasn't even going off the beaten trail most of the time. You were going to your next quest objective, and oh look, a silver skull appeared on your map. Go kill it. That was a nice thing. I really did enjoy that leveling. And then the raids. We only got 2 tiers of raids, but we got 3 raid zones this expansion. And I enjoyed them. A lot of the mechanics, when you're just first stepping into it, seem kind of overwhelming. But once you get down to strategy, it's easy. And I enjoy that. Right now, my guild isn't killing the very end boss of the raid. We're still progressing on bosses, but I enjoy sitting there, doing the encounter, and even wiping, but we learn something new from that wipe. And every now and then you have your mulligans, but no matter what you do, you're going to have a mulligan probably. At least my group usually does. But it's nice to go, okay, here's a strategy we watched or reread, and we implement that strategy. And, okay, well, we need to tweak this for our group. We need to tweak that for our group. It's just very, very cool. Perfect example, Kilrog. For our group, we actually do not send in our top DPS. That person has to stay out and work on the ads. We send our other DPS in. So we had to make that little maneuver there. And once we made that maneuver, things got easier. And as a tank for this expansion, it's been nice for the most part. There were some encounters. The Flamebender, I believe what it was. The dogs. She had dogs that spawned, or wolves, and you had to taunt off each other after so many stacks. The problem we ran into sometimes was we would just taunt the boss and the dogs would switch and we had to get through. I don't care for mechanics like that. Because even if we're taunting at the right time for the stacks, there's still that factor of, are there taunt up for the dogs? And I didn't care for that. But overall, the raids have been wonderful. Has Warlords done stuff that were bad? Yes. Was bad, whatever. Yes, it's done stuff bad. And that will be covered somewhere else. But this one is for the props, the Blizzard. And like I said, character models, the questing, the treasure hunting, the bonus objectives, the leveling rares, and the raids were very, very good, in my opinion. And let's not forget about the zones, how pretty they are. They always seem to, they as in Blizzard, always seem to take the next step on their zone creation of how pretty they are, how gorgeous they are. But that wraps up this episode of Mind Sear. Leave a comment down below on what your favorite part of Warlords was. A positive comment on Warlords. Like I said, there's a lot of negativity going towards Blizzard right now. And I see why. But at the same time, we as a player base need to take a step back and look at what they have done good. But thank you so much for watching. And until next time, later.